There have been 10 straight appearances from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S in a Primetime Tuesdays grand final, and they are looking to make it 10 straight tournament victories for a Primetime Tuesday, but this time it's on a Wednesday. My name is Kbot, joined by Lumost for this best of 5 with game advantage. Means the S.A.D.B.O.I.S need to take 2 games, whereas Chikara chatting needs to take 3. But Lumost, in theory, entering tonight, this was a worthy challenger, but they did not put up the best of performances in winners finals and are certainly looking for redemption here.
Yeah, I mean, the winners finals was a pretty clean stomp from S.A.D.B.O.I.S. 6-0 in sets. Basically, as clean as a sweep as you could ask for in this tournament. And we'll have to see if they can reproduce this in this BO4.
We'll see, of course. I mean, hey, there is plenty of variance that could potentially happen here, but the S.A.D.B.O.I.S main roster looks unbreakable at best. Or I would say unbreakable at worst, probably, and invincible at best. But we're queuing in a game, and we're going to see if Chikara chatting can put a chink into the armor, which they have done in the past before the S.A.D.B.O.I.S were familiar with their game. Seems as though they're slightly more familiar.
Night market tonight.
But we've rolled Night Market for the first time tonight on this broadcast.
Interesting map here, but honestly, chatting's only hope is either Lyarri wins the 1v2 in the midfield, just wins straight course, actually just wins everything, or Appabug stops oking it and just comes back and helps the midfield. Those are the two options for Chikara to adapt to the playstyle of S.A.D.B.O.I.S. We'll have to see if they do anything here, as Atlas and Chikara are the bans.
Drakkar banned away here from Vaughn, but of course, this guy's got what might as well be considered a striker ocean, can play just about anything in the game, and will lock in the era here. In fact, it's eras on both sides of the pitch. It appears to be what Lyarri is also locking in. Of course, EvilDrewDanger on that Dubu, and Appabug predictably on the Juliet, playing this Juliet mirror into Bells. But it's YouAlreadyLose locking in this Luna goalie. That's probably the most left field pick for anyone on this match.
Especially on this map, it's one of Luna's probably worst maps, but it's still not that bad. I mean, if y'all can pull up a performance better than Slop, honestly, you can maybe find it. But again, this has to be won through the midfield. And with Yell able to dash forward and able to get that damage in the midfield, it might be a little hard. As I say that, chatting is getting a small advantage at the beginning here, trying to get the second goal get down really early on. EvilDrewDanger is playing past that yeesh line, and they are able to get both goal gets pretty early on. Now, Bells and Meow trying to trying to find something else. Lyarri has to get it through past the midfield. Appabug has a chance here.
Has a chance here. Will get it sent away, but now looking to recollect. Lyarri in position with the speed boost. No. Denied for now. Strike war won by YouAlreadyLose there. But now Bells is staggered, doesn't have the offensive presence, shrunken down to a miniature size. Will be back in time to help the defensive effort. Now also picks up that orb there on the top side. This Vaughn will hold it down, but a KO comes through. That's Appabug take it off of the pitch, and the offensive pressure there for Chikara chatting, completely gone. Lyarri will shrink Vaughn. Here comes the core flip from EvilDrewDanger, and now uses the rollout log, tries to use everything in the arsenal just to get it away, and is successful in doing so as Appabug comes back online. But now Vaughn steals it right from Appabug to strike it towards that barrier. Core flip out here. EvilDrewDanger just narrowly gets it around the wall, up to Lyarri, who finds the redirect into the net. Holy, what a point.
Insane, absolutely insane play from Chikara gets this, and as you can see, like, the Luna's doing, like, having some pressure, but honestly, just the lack of defensive power is getting punished here. I mean, it was holding for a time being, as Bells gets a kill here that's really big. They should be able to get at least one goal gate off, but just the mental pressure is coming through from chatting, and Yell's not able to clear with the Luna as well as he is with, like, any other character. Flip comes out from Bells and they get in the goal gate, and S.A.D.B.O.I.S are looking to actually...
Oh no. Caught with the maelstrom there as EvilDrewDanger will get taken off of the pitch, and that'll be a quick little cleanup for the members of the S.A.D.B.O.I.S who are all having a block party on the top corner. But one thing we haven't talked about yet, Lumos, that I do want to mention, that is critical for that KO as well, as it was an Ore Ponder rapid fire start. I don't know how many times we've had Ore Ponder start tonight, but it seems like an awful lot. And now, of course, with EvilDrewDanger picking that up, his stacks are completely reset. Just picked up one orb in that last point, but now goal gates open. Appabug looks for the strike. No, denied. EvilDrewDanger looks to play a little bit too far forward, but it gets by everyone. And he'll lose one barrier in the process. Tofu Fortress out. Vaughn will still collect heap of pressure, trying to send this over to Vaughn. As both midfielders fight for control for their Juliets. Flutterfly out here. Lyarri trying to get it past YouAlreadyLose, but now it's back up to Appabug, who's low on stagger. Can't dive in. Doesn't have the cooldowns to go in for the play, and now gets knocked away by YouAlreadyLose. Bells now looking to play against EvilDrewDanger. Can't find it there, and EvilDrewDanger will still find the clear. Appabug nearly KO'd, but will stay alive for now. Once again interrupted by a boost from YouAlreadyLose. Here comes the whammy, and now Appabug trying to rotate around with the speed boost here. But again, still has to play defensively. Can't do exactly what he wants to do, and knocked away once more down to the corner. Nothing can connect with him, though, from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S, and Appa will get out scot-free until he doesn't. Finally, the KO comes through for Bells. Here's the goal barrier. EvilDrewDanger forward with the flip and finds it there with Vaughn holding down the midfield.
Yeah, S.A.D.B.O.I.S is just showing the dominance that Luna can have in the KO pressure and turning that into those midfield advantages and turning that into some goals. We're up 2-1 in the set. It's a very important set to win, especially with mirrors on the forward duos. If you can deny the enemy their best awakenings by taking your best, it's just the best of both worlds. But Chatting wants to find something back here. They almost got a goal, but Ava was not able to secure it, just barely.
Looked for the cross up there, but ran out of space. EvilDrewDanger was able to find the strike, but now, with the goal gates open, we'll see what happens. Appabug still low on stagger up there in the goal box. Can't quite seem to find his footing for very long, and there's so much midfield pressure with Bells and Vaughn, and even an occasional rocket coming in from YouAlreadyLose. Lyarri will lose control pretty consistently at the midfield line. Now, Fiery Flurry comes out. Bells down to low stagger, uses the energy burst, and Appabug will convert on the KO, but Lyarri low on stagger as well. Means that this might not be the power play they want. Will lose the strike war. Vaughn takes it, kills for time up to the top side. Well done there as Bells has come back on. EvilDrewDanger looking for the boost down to the bottom side. Eject button right back in time. And still, midfield line. Here's the crater, though. Lyarri taken off. Appabug looking to collect here. Actually, is the bewitching beam from Vaughn. Doesn't interrupt the core. Sends it right over to Appabug, and he sends it down to the bottom side. It's 2-2 in set 1.
Yeah, great triple from Appabug. He's able to get around Yao. Again, they're now able to punish Luna as a less defensive goalie than the enemy of the sets beforehand. And now Appabug has foreflip. He actually just uses that for damage. He just didn't want to be killed there, and now doesn't have it. But Chatting needs to find this goal before Vaughn and Bells can just collapse on them in this poor position. Lyarri is dodging everything so far, but it's still stuck near EvilDrewDanger. Yal dashes in and has core flips. He's just trying to find a good angle. Core flips, gets a bit of damage on Appa. Appa is really low, and he doesn't get the orb. S.A.D.B.O.I.S finally secure the kill, and now they have advantage. They need to push this. They need to get this goal before Appa respawns.
Look at how much they were able to whittle down the energy over time. You called it out yourself. They were getting lower on the dodges. They had nothing to their name, and now they're flying off of the pitch. As Appabug was first, Lyarri is second, and now the Tofu Fortress doesn't hold. There's a gap there. Vaughn takes advantage of it. Bells finds the KO against EvilDrewDanger once more, resetting those stacks. You cannot get back up to 10 anytime soon, and oh my goodness, what a redirect off the corner as it finds Bells there, and he sends it through. The S.A.D.B.O.I.S will win, as you mentioned. Critical first picks in this first garrison.
Yeah, but with Yao getting first pick, I mean, it's actually nice because there are really good, because both goalies are first pick, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, specialized training or missile propulsion. Missile propulsion is probably the better one because it's a deny against the Dubu. Juliet will probably go perfect or tempo swing here. Or actually no, 1-2. 1-2 plunge. I forgot about 1-2 plunge. It's absolutely great in this matchup. But with how the Awakening draft goes, Appabug is still going to get a good Awakening, which is really important so that Chatting has a chance to come back. Because when you're in these mirror matchups, if you get some bad Awakening drafts, you could just get none of the things you want. And Appabug getting this perfect form allows him to have some chance of being able to take this set and get an advantage here.
And I will say, you know, we still have yet to see heavy impact, big fish. We've yet to see things like the built different as well, right? All of these other awakenings, Chrono Boost is still online, Primetime is still online for the eras. There's so much still to come, but you have to imagine that the odds are it'll start to get spread out more. So, you know, that first carousel win for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S might not have necessarily been exactly what they wanted to see, because they couldn't deny everything away. And now it might depend on who wins the next set here as well.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's a little equal in the position in this set so far, but Lyarri is hit low, and Vaughn has the core flip, trying to look for a kill. Crater Maker comes out, just finds the stagger on Lyarri, and now Appabug in a 1v1. Yal flips to get it out, and Vaughn gets a kill, Bells gets a kill, and now they're trying to collapse. They get the goal gate. EvilDrewDanger has to hold in this 1v3, but they pass it perfectly, and S.A.D.B.O.I.S secure the first goal of this set.
The insult to injury shrinking the Dubu there as well, so he can't even do anything. So he loses his little speed boost that he might have gotten from the momentum boots, and the rest is history there. Tofu Fortress already used at a EvilDrewDanger here too, trying to keep up some kind of forward pressure, but just cannot seem to find it. And now, Lyarri will get KO'd in the process. Dash punch connects for Bells. That's the 1-2 punch. And there's the Bewitching Beam from Vaughn to secure the goal barrier. Appabug doesn't quite find the return KO. And now the Tofu Fortress has a gap. Vaughn will send it through. Looking for Bells again. No, denied this time. Appabug back up to the top side. Maelstrom is out. Appabug on the dribble. Now looking again to send it forward, but there's that crater. The dodge is starting to come through. Lyarri and Appabug both have 0 dodges to their name, and Appabug completely cracked, sent away once more by YouAlreadyLose. And Bells will collect the core, sends us off to Vaughn. Tofu Fortress out once again. Bells trying to collapse on the other side of the Tofu Fortress. Well done in the positioning game, but even still, EvilDrewDanger recognizes that and will find the hold. But now there's another KO as Appabug finally gets taken off of the pitch. Log goes out to send the core around the world, but it's right back over to Bells. And this is an interesting penalty kill tactic. Looks like the whammy will connect, and now Vaughn will dribble it himself off the corner. 3 goals in a row for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Appabug is just trying to sit on Yal, but Yal keeps on hitting damage on him, keeps on keeping him staggered, and like Appa is just not healing up. He's just kind of trying to play Oki without having any actual presence to hit it through Yal. And Yal here core flips to get it around. Lyarri does secure a goal gate though, and I mean S.A.D.B.O.I.S are just gonna have a better regress here. They have more abilities. They have the Luna Dash. It's actually a really good clear by Lyarri. Gets Appabug the second goal gate, and Appabug has to secure it here with the strike where, and he does.
Well done there. Puts one on the board here for Chikara chatting. But again, you know, really have to start seeing something here, I think, in terms of more set victories. We need to see a conversion on the Awakenings carousel for Chikara chatting before this thing starts to snowball out of control, because already Bells is on the 6 KO streak, but here's the core flip sent away by YouAlreadyLose. Not an incredibly interesting interaction there, but the line is held for now. Flutterfly out here, speeds up Bells. He collects the speed boost as well, and now gets sent away by the whammy from YouAlreadyLose. Here's the core flip. Bells collects the core and keeps control of it. YouAlreadyLose is forward, and it'll help Bells secure the goal barrier. Tries to pass it down to Vaughn. Of course, Lyarri's in the way. Beautiful angle to find the pass down to Vaughn, who passes it up to Bells. Everyone gets involved on that play, and the S.A.D.B.O.I.S have their second set in a row.
Yeah, S.A.D.B.O.I.S clean end of the set, and now they have advantage here. Catalyst has to be denied, but also their stacks. This Juliet is getting really lucky, getting a lot of good awakenings despite being a little lower in the draft. Yeah, Vaughn will go for the castle last. A really smart idea here. Make sure that Catalyst and stacks are traded instead of the Juliet just getting one and him having to deny something that's useless. Really good pickup here. Brew does get the Dancer. He just double orbs now. Replicator will be up later in the game if it gets to that. Stagger Swagger is a deny attempt to provide a little less survivability to the air, but honestly, Egoist is more survivability than Stagger Swagger most of the time. And Appabug and Lyarri have a lot more energy now, and that might make the difference with how strong these awakenings are in the current meta.
We'll see if that comes together, but now already EvilDrewDanger take it off of the pitch. So much for your orbs, but it doesn't matter. Appabug finds the goal. Of course, I mean, it does matter because you want to get to those 10 stacks as soon as possible, but especially when your name's EvilDrewDanger. But he keeps getting harassed in his own goal box. He keeps getting taken out. He's not getting allowed to get up to those 10 stacks. They are familiar with his game, Lumost.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, the kill's really big, but honestly, Appa was just allowed to just generate that much energy and secure a goal because Luna can't do anything against a core flip. And with Appabug and Lyarri both getting a lot more energy, that might make the difference here. But first, they have to defend, and EvilDrewDanger is down both his goal gates. Lyarri is almost one shot. Does get the orb kills back up. Yal goes in, has core flip, trying to look for the angle, can't find much. Now Bells, again, looks for the punch. Not able. Good save by DrewDanger. Lyarri's a little low in the midfield. Core flip comes out from Yao. Yao tries to slot it, not able to.
Lyarri's there.
Yeah,
but still lower and lower stagger bars for the members right now of Chikara chatting, and stagger bars be darned. Bells will send it back with a strike war himself.
I mean, you see that the amount of damage that S.A.D.B.O.I.S are doing is insane, but they're not dying because of the energy awakening going over to chatting. Like, they have a chance to come back. They really can't because they're being pressured by damage. But with this extra energy, they're able to actually have more of a chance than last round. It's not as dominant, and here now Appabug has core flip, does unfortunately not hit it. EvilDrewDanger almost gets punished for overpositioning, but chatting needs to find some stability. They're staying alive now, but they don't have the core control for that to matter.
They keep getting completely staggered, right? You saw Lyarri low, you saw Appabug low. So many times, the extra damage coming in from YouAlreadyLose in the back lines of this Luna seems to be the difference maker in the games and the matches that we've watched between these two teams so far. Now, Bells is still able to send it past both Lyarri and DrewDanger as the stuns come through to find the goal barrier. Vaughn's there. There's the Bewitching Beam. Kept in the corner from the whammy. Bells is on the 8 KO streak now. 1v1 versus DrewDanger. But no, Summer Assault forward. Sent away by the whammy. Bells will collect with the extra speed. Sent away by the rollout log. Well done, but once again, Bells looks to find the dribble. Can't do it there. And now everyone's back online. But now Strike War won by Bells, and it allows the opportunity for Caleb to come in on the boost from downtown. Doesn't even need the energy burst himself, and it's game point for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yeah, S.A.D.B.O.I.S need one more point to score here, and they have the advantage. I mean, Chatting is putting up a better fight than the first 2 rounds, but it's still not enough. The damage from Yao is still insane. And it's core control, and they're still winning core control. While that's one of their first kills they got in a while. S.A.D.B.O.I.S is getting a lot less kills, but they're still playing like they're getting kills because when you're almost staggered, you play really defensively. And now here, they're using core flips. They're trying to use everything to get this last goal barrier.
There's the crater out, sends Lyarri away. She eats a Bewitching Beam, but won't get sent off of the pitch. One goal barrier will fall back the other way, but S.A.D.B.O.I.S even still have been feeling pretty comfortable with the current game state. Bells collects the core in the Flying Phoenix. The Maelstrom comes in to clip the goal barrier. Beautifully timed from Vaughn. And now Lyarri once again tries to send it back that direction. Now is low on stagger, gets taken away, sent away again, and DrewDanger forced to come out of his little corner of comfort. Bells is there to find the opening and punish it. The S.A.D.B.O.I.S are 1 game away from being 10 straight victors of this tournament series.
Yeah, they're looking to repeat the winter finals with another 2-0, technically 3-0, but it's just insane core pressure. And again, the damage from Yao is making the biggest difference. 36k damage in that game, almost double most of the players on the entire game. And he's playing goalie. He's like, there's no punish from him playing Luna, so he's just allowed to pump out all the damage without any negative side effects.
The more people you can get on the damage numbers, the better, right? That's the game plan, and that's what the S.A.D.B.O.I.S are relying on right now. And you know, the kinds of things, I think critically, with the enhanced damage early from goalies that can get hyperactive and hyper involved, like we're seeing YouAlreadyLose do here off of the Aimee and off of the Luna, means that he can just go in and do whatever he wants as early as the first goal of the game, whereas EvilDrewDanger, you know, he's the whole Orbius guy, the whole Orbs, like, you know, mantra and this story we've spun up over this guy is he just always locks in those Orb Awakenings, or always has some speed, or always has some energy, but he almost always needs to find all of the pieces to the puzzle, and he has not been able to find them versus S.A.D.B.O.I.S, or even because, in large part, the S.A.D.B.O.I.S shut him out early. 3-0 with early damage, nothing you can do. Your forwards get taken off the map, and then you're stuck in the 1v3.
Yeah, it's just been a little insane here. And the S.A.D.B.O.I.S just dominant again. Like this meta seems like there's finally a counter to the melee goalies that have been kind of plaguing the Gold Bucks for a while now, and it's just kill the midfield. What are they gonna do?
The unfortunate news for EvilDrewDanger is that there's no stylistic change he can really make, right? I mean, unless he's got something in his back pocket which he's saving, and I doubt it. The only back pocket pick is like a Finny, but you can't go that route, right? You can't even go to this route where you're looking for that extra damage. Maybe we'll see a Vice, maybe we'll see something go for broke here, but when you've got an Atlas and a Dubu and the Atlas gets banned away, you're stuck on one striker, and there's not much more you could do. EvilDrewDanger and chat, just wait for my main to get unbanned, Kbot. Drew, do you think that's going to happen? They're playing a damage comp into you.
They're totally gonna not ban Atlas this next game. Totally. Just you wait.
Finny needs back in tournament.
I mean, Finny's actually a really interesting character. Of course, we haven't really seen any of Finny in any competitive play because she's been banned because bugs are great. I actually don't know how good she is. I actually rate her a lot lower than most players currently. But, like, honestly, we just need some tournament playoffs from her, and just, it's not able to happen right now.
Hi, okay. Welcome to the Omega Strikers community. Vaughn types in chat, bro chatting, if you're on Finny, we 9-0 you. Get out of Twitch chat and focus on winning a little bit. Holy mackerel.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the Omega Strikers community, Vaudible's YouTube community. Welcome aboard. This is the action you're missing out on live right now on twitch.tv. Of course, most of the time we're on Tuesday nights, but tonight it's a Wednesday night. So welcome. This is the chaos that you're missing out on. So come on, join the party live. Drop a follow on Twitch, because you don't know what you're gonna miss. Okay, you don't know what nonsense that Vaughn's gonna say, and in an attempt to try to shut someone up.
Yeah, we're absolute chatters on Wednesdays, on Tuesdays, every type of day, even the biggest fish of Fridays, as we will be getting into Game 2, which could be our final game if S.A.D.B.O.I.S continue this domination.
Getting into Game 2 now, we see the loading screen, and it is... Do I have to watch another map of Atlas's lab between these two teams? What is this?
We love Atlas's lab. We need more S.A.D.B.O.I.S Chikara chatting Atlas's lab.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
Honestly, we'll see if the bans are different. I really didn't like the Chikara ban. It felt pretty useless because, like, Vaughn can just, you know, play Era, and Era is just better than Chikara, honestly. It looks like they're going for the Luna ban. They got Luna once, and it's already banned. Now, Yao will just go to the Amy and probably provide even more consistent pressure. Like, honestly, it looks like he's going to go to the Chikara here. I don't really like the Chikara pick. Amy's a little better, but I guess he wants to go to Chikara here.
I wonder, I think maybe, this is the theory, and you can correct me, or someone from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S can correct me later. Do you think it's not the IME because of the gravity well?
I mean, IME's actually really good. This is like IME's probably second best map or best map. It's really good for IME.
Really?
Yeah, just because you can provide a lot of midfield pressure and, like, people are low, so you can actually kill people a lot more. But he wants to go for the Chikara here, as I say that, Lyarri is playing the IME midfield on the opposite side. Heavy impact tempo swing start. With Dell's not taking tempo swing is a little greedy, but we'll see if it works out.
We shall see, but you can tell one thing's for certain. Appabug does not want to get KO'd.
Yeah,
he took Vicious Vambrace tempo swing and is off the map within the first few seconds of the game.
It's a little hard to heal through a black hole that does half your health. Just a thought there. I mean, Appabug will probably heal more once he gets a third ability, but right now the Bam Brace's tempo swing is not looking that effective. It will scale if he gets the right awakenings, of course, but EvilDrewDanger has Gorklip to defend here. B.O.I.S is low. They can maybe look for the kill. He is staggered, but Appabug still doesn't have the Flame Flurry to secure that, so they're just kind of hitting around, get out some elusives. B.O.I.S is just still walking up. That's exactly what you need to do as B.O.I.S. B.O.I.S walks up like he isn't staggered, finds a kill on EvilDrewDanger, and now S.A.D.B.O.I.S have a really good shot to close out this first goal, but Appabug is defending, and Lyarri has the good glitch pop. B.O.I.S has a chance here, but the Maelstrom just hits it in.
Well done from Vaughn there to shut down that entire angle with the Maelstrom, and so the first goal will go on to the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. But look, they put up a defense. Chikara chatting did. It was a defense despite being strikers down so consistently, but again, it's the small little chips in the armor. Time and time again, everything starts adding up as you start dodging everything. Here's another Maelstrom that DrewDanger, well, didn't dodge that time, but even if he did, he'd be much less close to having that energy burst online. Now instead he elects to trade his stagger bar, which is incredibly low, but Appabug finds a KO. Maybe there's a bit of breathing room here. Glitch Pop comes out. Here's the Firewall Sentry. It secures a gold barrier. Vaughn will collect the core. Lyarri's forward here on the Cyber Swipe. There's Gravity Well. Keeps it forward here for Chikara chatting. They are desperately looking for this gold barrier, but it's still sent away with a combination of the Chikara goalie with the projectiles and a little bit of extra speed from Vaughn. But now Appabug's able to find the punch. Lyarri can't find the pass down to Appabug, who's sitting over there on the bottom side of the pitch. Now looks for the KO against Bells, and Core must have hit the gravity well there, I guess, and got sent right into the goal. Caleb was not expecting that.
Yeah, you know, everyone really forgets about the gravity well there, but Lyarri just either predicts it out of their mind and finds the goal with the gravity well. Now here, Appabug is hit pretty low, but he does have that healing if he does hit people, but the issue is he can't hit people for the black hole just kills them. Vaughn's low, but Lyarri gets a goal gate, but honestly, S.A.D.B.O.I.S have a good shot to get a second goal gate here because EvilDrewDanger did walk a little forward, but he's still playing forward. EvilDrewDanger is taking up this space really well. Bells finally gets it, forces out the core flip from Drew, but he still wins the strike war.
Still winning the strike war doesn't even matter. The discipline from these players to constantly come away with those kinds of victories, even when staggered. But now, there's the other goal barrier falling. But now Bells finds the KO against Appabug regardless. Doesn't matter that you've got vicious fan brace tempo swing. He'll find the way to KO you nonetheless. Vaughn sends it easily down to the bottom side of the pitch and puts another one back for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yeah, Appabug just can't live. Honestly, there's not a lot of effectiveness in double healing awakenings when you can't hit anyone because you just get one-shots. The amount of just damage coming out from both the map and just S.A.D.B.O.I.S entirely is just making Appabug ineffective. But here, like, look at that damage on Bells, but they're not able to collapse on it. Like, Appabug's gonna come back, he gets the stagger, but he's not able to kill. He uses his R2 early, and now Bells has a chance to get something here. They get EvilDrewDanger down to one shot. They get both goal gates, and now they're looking for the goal. DrewDanger is able to clear just barely for the time being. And again, Bells is still alive. Vaughn just hits it in with a Maelstrom and a good strike war. S.A.D.B.O.I.S are just dominating Chikara chatting.
Gamers, I think Vaughn's in his head a little bit. I think he's showing it a little bit on stream. Look, I hate to point it out, but sometimes it is about the mental battle. And if it's one thing that the S.A.D.B.O.I.S have after winning so many tournaments in a row, you have to imagine that it is winning that mental battle. And now, of course, Vaughn gets pick of the litter here. The Monumentalist picked up first, but Lumost, not much here for any of the Juliets left at the end of this draft.
I mean, bulk up's nice. It's a little nicer for the guy with tempo swing, but he actually gets specialized training. I mean, 300 seconds, 300 stagger. It will make a bit of a difference. Extra power is always nice, but like S.A.D.B.O.I.S get so many. They get better awakenings. They're not great, but they're better. Just like barely, a couple percentages better. But here, Lyarri and Appabug, great combo, finds the kill on Vaughn. Now they need to actually secure some sort of advantage out of this. They're trying to get this first goal gate. They do. Bells is not able to clear with that Flame Flurry. Yao, though, gets a clear. He's walking forward. Are they going to punish him? They can't. They get a goal gate. S.A.D.B.O.I.S get a goal gate. They get the second. Oh, just barely not.
Appabug dash punch finds the goal barrier. Caleb will collect, but now Lyarri comes down to the midfield. Gravity Well taken away from Bells. Lyarri cyber swipes it. Appabug looking for the dribble, but no. DrewDanger collects. Now loses a strike war to Bells. Tries to send it away. There's some summer assault forward. Lyarri is back. Protecting this goal barrier at all costs. Firewall Sentry out. Used defensively. Trying to get it forward to Appabug, who now has area to work in the corner, but still loses the strike war as the stun wasn't made against YouAlreadyLose. And so the goal doesn't go through. Vaughn casually sends it down to the bottom barrier. Tries to send it into the goal gate, but is denied by a timer. And now sent back away. The punch is made from Appabug, and there's nobody home for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S in the goal box.
Yeah, Yao was overextending. He wanted to end the game quickly, but the single punch secures the goal for Chatting. But honestly, Yao's not going to make that mistake 2 more times in this set, and we need him to. Lyarri gets staggered really early on. Bell's not able to find the kill just yet. Chatting gets a goal gate. Lyarri able to heal up. Appabug's able to heal up, but Bells gets a goal gate. Almost gets the second. Good firewall sentry comes out. Yao with the course flip gets to the goal gate, and now the goalie's doing more than anyone.
No.
And EvilDrewDanger is almost dead.
Bullied and knocked away. Had to take the Maelstrom, then tried to save the bottom half of the goal with the Tofu Fortress, and still had about 200 stagger left. Was sent away with Bells sitting in the goal box. Again, it's just the constant erosion of the position where they win the strike war here, a strike war there. They use their abilities to maintain control of the core, and the armor starts to crack. There it is again. Vaughn sends another one back. It's set point once more for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yeah, another clean goal from S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Vaughn still has course, but Bells is close on his. I mean, EvilDrewDanger did grab the Stagger Swagger, but honestly, Stagger Swagger does not help you here. It's not enough, not even close to enough. And here, Vaughn was forced to course flip, so there is an advantage that Chatting can pressure here. But again, Vaughn and Bells just keep on winning this midfield. The wall comes out, and Yao just gets a perfect clear around. He loses nothing, while Chatting commits so much for it.
They walk away with nothing, despite the fact that DrewDanger is all the way forward. That's like the walk of shame in Omega Strikers. Back to your own goal box. And now it goes around the barrier once again. Still can't find it this time. Appabug trying to conserve and play for his life right now. But Bells finds the dash punch flip to KO Lyarri on this IME. Here's another dash punch, but it's not strong enough against Vaughn. Let's pick up the orb. Goal barrier traded. And now YouAlreadyLose comes away with a KO. Looking to try to keep the pressure here. Extends the power play. Bells forward on the dribble. Can't collect that time around. Rare miss there from Bells. Here's the Maelstrom though. Looks to send it back the other way. Caleb is still back, and now everyone gets hit by the gravity well. But Appabug will finally convert. Looking for the goal here. No, denied. Bells sent away, though, by the rollout log. YouAlreadyLose tries to keep it ahead of Appabug. Here's the fiery flurry in the corner. Lyarri's there on the top side. It's another goal 5. Set 2.
Yeah, Chatting is making a comeback here. Able to find out a kill there, and DrewDanger holds it down. But he needs to keep on doing that. He needs to keep on playing these clears against these Maelstroms, against these dash punches. As Appabug, he doesn't die there. The small, I believe, actually saved him, but he does get found out by the Flame Flurry eventually. Lyarri tries it for something with the Firewall Sentry, but can't. Now, Bells and Vaughn trying to collapse on EvilDrewDanger. Able to clear with the log. Just trying to find an angle. Gets it with the lock and load. And Bells gets caught out with the glitch pump.
Caught out once again. Taken out. Potential power play opportunity here. DrewDanger has core flip. It doesn't have the speed to get to the other side of the pitch. Here's the Firewall Sentry. Lyarri tries to hold it down on this side, but it doesn't stick around for long enough. It's just a couple of ping pongs back and forth between her and Vaughn. Don't amount to much of anything. Back up to the top side. No, not this time. Appabug once again can't collect on the Flying Phoenix. Tofu Fortress is out. Here's the glitch pop. It'll find the conversion. Lyarri sends it right through Vaughn. It's a set on the board for Chikara Chatting.
As a miracle play and a half, honestly, from Chatting. It gets them a set win, but we'll have to see what they get in this Awakening draft. This is the most important part. They can get Castellas here. They had to deny the Castellas and the Chrono Boost, honestly, from this era. And
They're not
after
going to
that,
be able
there's
to deny
not much
both.
else.
They can't deny both. DrewDanger might be looking for the Orb Dancer, but it might also get stolen away from him. No, he'll deny the Castellast instead.
Yeah, they get the Egoist on Amy, which is nice, but he still gets Chrono. There's Twin Drive there. The Prize Fighter and Appabug might make a difference. That is their hope, is that the Prize Fighter will find some more kills, but I believe that is two parts of Staggersville for Bells. He has 2,000 stagger at the moment, and he's looking to just dump his abilities into people and find some damage.
Paired with the heavy impact too, and the pummelers, means that you will not be alive for long if you get caught by the Flying Phoenix of this Juliet. Gravity Well keeps the play alive here for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. They'll convert on both barriers, but now Lyarri tries to use all of her ability to send it back the other way. Appabug finds a beautiful KO, and there's the goal. Slips past YouAlreadyLose. Maybe some momentum here for Chikara chatting.
Yeah, Appa now has 2 stacks of the Prize Fighter. It might make a difference. It'll make those a lot easier to kill, make up for that difference in pummelers. And now Lyarri with this Firewall Sentry is trying to find something, but Vaughn keeps on clearing, and now, look, Appabug is low. He looks for the art. Look how much healing that gives. That's Van Braces plus Dembo Swing right there. It heals back Appa. He's almost able to get both goal gates. He forces out the flip from Yao, and now Yao's low. Lyarri gets the second goal gate. Chatting has a chance here, mostly because Appabug is just being finally able to live and heal through the abilities. He is staggered here. Lyarri finds the kill on the opposite side onto Vaughn. Appabug winning the midfield. Firewall Sentry comes out. They're just trying to wait. They're trying to coordinate to get this gold. Not able to find it just yet.
Lock and load used. Lyarri will find the Cyber Swipe. YouAlreadyLose doesn't have the strike that time around. Set point here for Chikara chatting, and they could take it two quick carousels here, trying to equalize this and even, dare I say, go ahead in this game. Only time will tell, though, as now some energy bursts are starting to come online. DrewDangers will use first. Bells won't connect with the core.
Yeah,
but it'll falter nonetheless. Nobody loses anything, and Appabug finds a KO.
Appabug has finally got the amount of stagger just from levels to just be able to not be one-shot, and now his build really has power. He's able to find these kills with the dash punch, with the Prize Fighter. He's able to not be punished because he just doesn't take damage because he just heals it back. Now Lyarri with the core flip, not able to find much. Bells almost finds the return kill. It was a great punish. Lyarri's still alive though, and playing the goalie with EvilDrewDanger, dashes forward, almost gets caught out, but Bells gets the second goal game. Yao gets the kill.
Away. Bells has it on the top side. No, denied for once, but not denied again. The bewitching beam will be what puts the goal back. S.A.D.B.O.I.S still alive.
Yeah, they're able to combo down Lyarri. They now accept that Appabug cannot be killed if he plays right. And now they're killing Lyarri. Good target switch focus. And good change. But now, both goal gates get traded. Lyarri, yeah, you see, Bells. Full focus on Lyarri. Finds them with the dash punch R combo. EvilDrewDanger will be able to clear, buy some time for Lyarri to respawn. But honestly, it might be a little too little. Actually, good to clear by DrewDanger. Buys more time. Lyarri's back up. Bells still trying to get it through. Almost has core flip. Dash punch, not able to connect it. Really good clear, but core flip gets through. Clearing again. Then they find the kill with the specialized training plus Prize Hider. Vaughn's dead, but they lose a goal gate. Appabug has a core flip, so does Yao. They need to find this goal gate, but Yao just core flips it away.
Well done there, but now the Gravity Well taken off the pitch. DrewDanger thinks about going forward, but no, thinks better again as Vaughn's back online. Will somersault through the Maelstrom and get shrunk in the process. Now double energy burst used by both Appabug and DrewDanger there. The double commit in Omega Strikers. Now it gets caught by the edge of the Tofu Fortress. Will Bells be able to sweep it through? He will! Once again, I've seen that play before by those very two same people. Bells finds the gap. It is a goal 5 yet again.
Yeah, it's almost a chance for chatting to get something there, but again, they're trying to focus Appabug here, which I believe is a mistake. The dash punch will heal him a bit. And honestly, as you see, once they start focusing to Appabug over Lyarri, there's an advantage for chatting. They need to focus on the correct character for S.A.D.B.O.I.S to be able to take this set, which is a very important set in terms of awakening. Bells here with the R. Gets 2 goal gates, the Maelstrom gets the kill, and the punch secures the set.
My goodness! The Flutterfly comes out with Vaughn having Chrono Boost. Bells has got a little bit of extra speed from the bulk up and the peak performance. And all of a sudden, he's got enough to come through. And now he gets 1-2 or built different.
This is so weird.
Not everything can get denied here. He's going to elect for the built different for the extra size. But now, of course, that means that Appabug gets the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I mean, Vaughn gets quick strikes will help him a lot. So he needs to deny missile propulsion here. Timeless to Amy. Chatting actually gets really good awakenings here. Chikara gets basically nothing. Honestly, Chatting is, like, way better out of this awakening draft. And with how close the last set is, if S.A.D.B.O.I.S keep on focusing on Appabug, they might lose this next set.
Other thing I'm looking at here, missile propulsion for EvilDrewDanger. That Tofu Fortress is going to get extended presence, but might have a few more gaps that'll be exploited by the members of the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. I say that all as Lyarri is knocked away once more. Has to play defensively, but Bells still finds the KO. Now the double barriers fall at the same time with a beautiful collapse from Vaughn and Bells. Caleb's here to join the party as well. And the extra speed, Bells will punch it through with 2 connecting with his fist in the core. S.A.D.B.O.I.S are 2 goals away.
Well played. As you can see, S.A.D.B.O.I.S is focusing on Lyarri. You saw EvilDrewDanger use ability to try and save their midfielder, but it just leads. It doesn't really help, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. S.A.D.B.O.I.S are able to get it. Now here, Appabug is focused low again, but at the same time, the midfield is a little more even though Appabug dies. Vaughn is trying to use Corvo, trying to get something here, but they have enough time. They have enough abilities to defend so that Appabug gets back up. The amount of time that they waste with Lyarri up versus Appabug up is just so immense. Just the amount of pressure. The difference between a kill and Appabug and Lyarri is just insane. As Appabug gets a second goal gate. Now, Vaughn has Corvo. They need to find something here. They get the second goal gate. They have Corvo to get the goal. S.A.D.B.O.I.S has to score here.
Here's one. Sends a wave. EvilDrewDanger tries to strike. But of course, because Bells used the punch first, he finds it with the strike second. It is the 10th straight match point for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
S.A.D.B.O.I.S looking for their 10th-time Primetime Tuesday champions. But Shedding won't go down without a fight. They get a good goal gate, they get good damage, but Bells again finds the kill on Lyarri, and now EvilDrewDanger has to defend. He's holding this goal gate really well. The Tofu Fortress buys even more time. Bells is still low. He gets a goal gate finally. Appabug almost has slipped Vaughn, looking for something. Lyarri is back up. Bells is still low, trying to play a little defensively, trying to heal back up. Looking for the dash, which is trying to damage Drew at the moment. Appabug has close up. Lyarri has the firewall sentry. Vaughn's low. Appabug looks for the kill. Lucio gets baited out. Lyarri gets the goal gate. They need to find something here. EvilDrewDanger with the core flip. Bells denies it with the flame flurry.
Now, can't do much of anything. Bells off of the goal gates. No. Molten Bolt will connect, but EvilDrewDanger sends it away. Now Vaughn gets KO'd. It's a power play opportunity for Chikara Chatting to stay alive in the tournament. They've got the goal gates open. Lyarri in the corner tries to keep it there, but it's the Tofu Fortress to send it back. EvilDrewDanger finds a way to get involved. He's got to get outside of his comfort zone and force these things back to help Chikara Chatting keep this game alive.
Great hold by EvilDrewDanger. Gets them a chance to get 1 goal in this set, but they still have to find 2 more. Appabug and Lyarri get taken pretty low. Good combo. The Black Hole gets a little misused, and Appabug is low. Lyarri is dead to the dash punch. Core flip. Bells is looking for the first goal. He gets it. Appabug is staggered, but he is going to heal back up. He's looking for something. Maelstrom secures the second goal gate. Now, Vaughn has the core flip.
One on the dribble.
They're looking to secure this.
Has the core flip. Bells is down. The glitch pop saves it once, but not twice. The S.A.D.B.O.I.S have won Primetime Tuesday 10 consecutive times in a row. These boys are in a league of their own. I don't think they're sad anymore.
The S.A.D.B.O.I.S win once again. Domination from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S secures them another Primetime Tuesday on a Wednesday.
Whew. How about that game? Again, it feels like, Lumost, no matter what you do, the S.A.D.B.O.I.S will find a way to not only A, make do with the Awakenings draft that they are dealt, but B, find ways to consistently have more discipline in strike wars, consistently find ways to control the core with midfield presence from Vaughn, consistently find ways to procure Bells the Rock, and YouAlreadyLose holds it down on the back line, gets hyper involved, especially early on, maybe less so or less notable in this Chikara game as this last one. But what can you do against them? Over time, like I said, you're eroded in your own gameplay. You can come in with some kind of plan, but it doesn't matter because with the cards they're given, they'll find a way to come out on top.
Yeah, absolute great play from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Just the damage focus comp wins out eventually. Even with the Era just does a lot of damage, and they're able to secure it again. Another, I mean, it wasn't as clean as the winners finals, but 6-1 is still a pretty good score for grand finals.
Look, say what you will, of course, about, Chikara chatting not being able to stack up. They still made it to second, okay? This team still had to beat Core Overflow. They still had to beat I think they beat Finesse at some point. They had to go through Demon's Raw at some point to get here. Look, this team is the real deal. And I understand that not everyone was playing with their full roster over the course of the past 2 days, but this is not a team any longer, Lumost, that can be doubted. They might have had some occasional faster, closer series with the S.A.D.B.O.I.S earlier, now less so, but this is a heavy-hitting contender here.
Yeah, heavy-hitting contender indeed. Chatting, I mean, they were very underrated in Nassau, in the Nassau predictions early on, and we'll have to see how this impacts it as it's week 2. I mean, it'll start in like another week. There is a break week, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well they do.
Incredibly interesting, but with the wrap up on this tournament, we're going to send it back over to the namesake himself. Vodible, bring us home for the night.
Thanks, Kbot. Thanks, everyone who's been watching all of these Primetime Tuesday events since they have started. It's been 10 so far. We've had some Twin Drive Thursdays here and there. I've helped out a little bit with some of the Big Fish Fridays and some other events that have been going on, like CCC and the Battle for Texas. But it's just crazy to think about how I just was like, oh, this is a great game. Let me make some tournaments for this. And then shout out to Odyssey Interactive for helping make this a possibility too, with the way that they support the prize pools for everything, but also all the casters that we have had so far, especially today with Lumost, Kbot, having Dividing, and then Stealth Ninja helping out a little bit too. Ridu's been helping with the TO stuff. Kiachi and Saya with the way that they've been supporting these tournaments too, and everyone else in the competitive Omega Strikers Discord. And everyone who's been watching all these events, subscribing, following on YouTube or here on Twitch. It's just been amazing to be so welcomed into the Omega Strikers community since putting these on for full release. I didn't have a chance to play during the beta. I had it downloaded, but never really got into the game. Well, I'm happy to say I'm here to stay as long as I can to produce these tournaments. We still have at least another 2 months worth of prizing for tournaments to go. So there'll still be some coming with the next season, with everything else that's going on in Omega Strikers. And as long as you guys keep watching, and as long as people on YouTube keep watching these as well, I'll keep producing these tournaments too. So we might be experimenting even more with formats and maybe going into more of a circuit system. I'm thinking maybe 4 Primetime Tuesdays, then the 5th one of each month will also be that larger prize pool, and that will be qualified based off of placements from it. We'll figure out all the specifics from it. I need some smarter people than me to help me narrow all that down. But if you like all the competition, you like all the formats, and you have a specific format that's your favorite, if you like the stuff that happened yesterday with the almost 200 matches we had, let me know in the support channel in the Discord. Join there and give me all of the information so that I can make some good decisions, because the community is great. But thanks again, everyone, for watching. I don't want to ramble on too long. Also, I'll be posting in the announcements after this, too, about the MVP, vote, which is just going to be using emotes on if you want Vaughn, YouAlreadyLose, or Bells to be the MVP who gets $5 after this tournament. But the lion's share, 300, has been won by S.A.D.B.O.I.S, who have gone undefeated, at least in grand finals, throughout 10 of these events. And I'm just imagining how many events are going to continue to do that. But we'll see how that goes. Either way, we'll see y'all later. Thank you for joining, and hopefully to see you back next Tuesday for Primetime Tuesday number 11. We'll see you then.